Author and journalist Peter Lloyd and former national newspaper editor Neil Wallis. Stephanie, do you think there's trouble in paradise?
I don't think there is trouble in paradise. I just think Meghan and Harry are changing tact now. They've used all their exhaustions. They've put the story out about the royal family. They've lost deals. They now need to go back to the drawing board and think what's next. And what's next is that they're both going to do individual projects, which I think is going to work well. Meghan is about Meghan. I'm not going to deny that at all. And I think she's now thinking what's best for her career. What advertisements can she get? What acting jobs can she get? So it's less about we and more about how do we make each other stand out as individuals rather than a unit.
Neil Wallis is a former national newspaper editor of a red top. You know about showbiz marriages. I think this is the biggest mistake that Harry's ever made.
I think that's absolutely right. And I hope he's not having to come to realise that. But it's certainly looking as though the gloss has gone off the wedding. They seem to be thrashing around now, don't they, for something to do. And Meghan, she's a professional, isn't she? She's the she's Lady Gladhanding, isn't she? She's the Duchess of Dosh, the Princess of Kaching. She knows how to make money, and she's going to damn well continue doing it. Harry, though, much more vulnerable. Do I think she would give him up? Because, don't forget, he's a big trophy, a big door opener for her. I doubt it.
Interesting stuff. I mean, Peter, many would argue that this is a crisis of Harry's making. He is a grown man. It's Harry that left this country. It's Harry that dumped on his own family, not Meghan Markle. Perhaps I and the wider press are being too harsh on this young woman.
No, I didn't think so. I mean, I obviously he was complicit in all of that, and he betrayed his own family and the British people. But I think she was really pulling the marionette strings. And if you look at this relationship within the framework of what is now defined very commonly as coercive control, I think it ticks a lot of boxes. So, yes, he obviously betrayed his family and he betrayed the public, but I think he was doing it under manipulation and duress. And it really, whenever I see this kind of situation play out in the media with Harry and Meghan, it feels like I'm watching... You know when you have one of those moments in life where you have your friend who maybe you go down the pub with and he gets a girlfriend and she's terrible, and then he starts going out with her, then he proposes to her, then they get married and you're thinking, mate, don't do it, and he does it anyway? It's kind of like that. And you know that in a few years, they're going to get divorced and he's going to come back with this tail between his legs. The question is, will the British public want to forgive him? They might, but he's got some serious bridge building to do.
Do you think the royal marriage will survive? Like I said, I never want to see a marriage end, but I think they're under pressure. I don't think it will go the distance. I hope it does. What do you think, Mark at gbnews.com? If they were to